Hello friends, welcome to Gleam Academy. So today's video is regarding all the doubts and all the confusions we have in our minds. So it is regarding the um, assistant registrar examination. So after the discussion in the comment section, I have gathered some of the points you might have to know in details, and with the facts and information on all the relevant data, and basing on the notification and advertisement we have so far from IGNOU and NTA. So let's discuss the first thing regarding the cutoff. Cutoff, I have seen so many people are asking in the comment section regarding the cutoff, and I have mentioned in there that this is a different exam and the scoring pattern altogether, but again it has some markings. Like in the written exam, you have to score from the full mark 200, and in the interview section they are assigning it as 100 marks. So whatever marks you have scored, that is from the 200 in the written test till now you have scored. Okay, now we can say, sorry, if we are scoring 60 or we are scoring 160, that is from the maximum mark 200, and that is for the written test. So if it is asking you to keep the scorecard with you, then that is they are keeping the written test score and also evaluating your relevant experience. The experience is not about any other, that is clearly written relevant. Relevant means it is related to that field of education. So if the post is for the registrar, and you have to have some educational relevant experience which can relate to that post. Okay, so clear. And the written score you have now plus that relevant uh, experience, here it is mentioned in the interview section. The interview shall be conducted in such a manner that the candidate's suitability for the post is probed, among other things, through academic qualifications, relevant experience. So suitability for the post, and you will be not only judged on the written score, you will also be judged on the academic qualification, that is your UG, PG and master's level scores in the college and university, as well as your relevant experience. So basing upon that, you might get a call from the IGNOU or NTA for interview, and in the interview they will judge you on the academic and experience, and also on the extracurricular activities and your problem solving skills, overall personality, communication, general awareness and knowledge. So these are all the fields they will again judge you for that in the interview. So once you get into that cutoff range and get the interview call, that doesn't mean that you will definitely be qualified. You have to score from out of 100 marks, you have to score maximum to qualify the exam as a whole. And one more thing, so here if we have 200 marks for the written test, you can say if somebody is scoring 100, that is 50%. If the cutoff comes at 50%, then well and good, you will be ready for the interview and you will be there in the interview list. But it can come to 50 to 70% as well. So if it comes as 70%, the written test mark will go as 140. So no one can predict that. It is just an expected cutoff. Normally we get 70% as the top scorer, but here this exam was having so much unexpected questions, and maximum portion of questions from a particular category. So this exam is not like all other job written tests. So they are judging basing upon other criteria as well, other parameters. So what other confusions we have? We have doubt about the cutoff. So I would say as a summary for the cutoff question that if we see candidates are scoring from 60, starting from 60 to 120 to 130, and the number of seats, that is number of posts we have, is 20. So just think about in that manner, they will take people from the top, and the number of candidate they will take maximum is approximately can be 2%, sorry, 2 times or 3 times of the number of posts. That can be 42 candidates or 63 candidates they can take for the interview, like it happens in other exams as well. So it depends on the number of posts and it depends on the score the top scorer has scored. So from that level only towards number, like I said, it can be 40 students, it can be 60 students. Starting from the top score, they can choose, they can select for the interview. So it happens generally in the exam. In other competitive exams as well, it happens like that. And the exam and the people who are screening this exam, they are from high level and they are well educated. They know how to judge and how to screen candidates basing upon their written performance. And if they are saying to keep the scorecard with you and wait for the next notification, so let's do that. Why to get stressed so much? Because we cannot do anything. Once you appear in the exam and the exam is over, after that you cannot change that. So just focus on other things. And the cutoff, again we are stuck in the same question, that it can go up to 70%, and if the candidates are less in the 70%, they can come to 60%, they can come down to 50% people. So the scores they can choose like that. So it depends on the number of posts. If the number of posts were like more than 100 or 200, the maximum people could have got more chance. Okay. And I would finally say that I will not give any expected range, because that will definitely lower your confidence. And whoever have attended any kind of competitive exam, they are really that brave to face any kind of exam. So all the candidates are really, really confident that yes, I am capable of sitting in this exam. So if you have written this test, means you all are good, you all are confident, you all are like you all are educated, and you know your strength. So don't panic about the cutoff, and just wait for the next notification from them. Now again we have got the questions regarding the selection parameters. As we see here, they have written regarding the previous academic qualifications and as well as the relevant experience. So we have already discussed this. They might judge the written test as well as whatever certificates you have given, experience you have mentioned in the application form. They can verify that, and depending on that they can release the list. Okay, even after that also you have an interview of 100 marks. If you are not performing in that interview also, you will be not be selected. So everything is important. Your written score is important, and not only the written test will make you qualify, make you successful in the job, and will not let you get that job. Then what about the state preference? I have seen some discussions basing upon the state preference. Friends, I have followed the notification, all the advertisement, I would say, and till date, I have never seen any kind of state preference given to any kind of percentage scorer candidates. So don't worry, it must be a rumor spread to make you lose your confidence, make you lose your motivation. So don't believe in those rumors. Just believe in your education. What knowledge you have, you can judge that is this an exam which can ever be based on state preference. So if they want like that, they could have mentioned in the advertisement itself only the candidates from belonging to this particular state can apply for this position. It was not mentioned anywhere in the advertisement, so we are not going to believe those kind of rumors. Okay, am I clear? Yes, I don't have any evidential proof that I am going to believe in that. And next question is coming up, like how to upload experience certificate after scorecard published. So we all know that already the scores are published, and they are saying that they need the relevant experience candidates for this position. Of course they need the relevant experience candidate for this, because this is a high level position, and a registrar, assistant registrar, they should have the experience from the educational background. So they need experience relevant or related to that particular field. If you have not yet done that, if you didn't add your experience at the time of application, you cannot do now, because there is no edit application form available in the website. One thing, we can have a positive mindset. We can wait, or we can call the NTA on their number and ask them. But that is not required if you are scoring in the written test. If you are getting your interview call at that time, you can ask, or at the time of interview also you can produce those relevant experience certificates too. We are really happy, all of us, we are seeing your score, and we want to shout out for you guys, all the 8 people. Really great achievement. And this kind of exam, it is a really tough exam, and you have scored this much. This says that you guys are always prepared to face any kind of situation. So really happy, and this is a commendable job done by you all. The score is really good. Who have the potential to perform in any kind of competitive exam. So be ready and prepare for other exams as well, not only focusing on this. The once the score, or the once the notification, any new notification or any interview list is coming, I will definitely let you guys know. So at the end, we have covered this regarding assistant registrar. We have covered the doubts about cutoff, selection parameters, then state preference, then experience certificate uploading. And the best thing is, the best part in today's video is the shout out for our high scorer,